Holy crap, guys, Purple Gaze Blandy is in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I didn't see this one coming. What a nice way to start off Purple's TWOW Odyssey All-Stars episode 12B. Anyway, here we go. 6 contestants submitted 13 responses to the prompt. You found an exploitable bug the developers accidentally left in life. What is it? The contestant with the highest scoring response will get an extra response to use next round, while the contestant with the lowest highest scoring entry will be eliminated in 6th place. 24 people voted this round, thanks to Anepic, Arcadia, Cal, Kozki, Conspicuous Piggy, Ender, Fonda1515, Foxy, GizmoDude8128, Harry Soaps, Italic, Itiote, Izzy, Keystopia, Leia Rose, Madeline, Matsubara Kanan, Mini Panga Dave, Plasmic Trojan, Random Gamer 123, Sergeant Snivy, Site Director Solix Hakare, The Names H, and Vortex 83 for voting. Time for results! Conspicuous Piggy is up first, and this marks the first time since 3 rounds ago where I didn't forget to put him in the script the first time I recorded it. He submitted, Daily apple consumption overrides the code for meeting a doctor. Ah yes, the classic apple doctor joke. But what if I told you that 756 days ago, I submitted this response to Nerd's Shop TWOW, which joked about the same thing. As you can see, this response is absolutely clearly a ripoff of mine. Looks like your time alive is limited, Piggy. Plagiarism kills. How badly did he Futech this time? .07%, a pretty good score that's unlikely to get him eliminated. Mini Panga Dave is up second. His higher scoring entry was, by converting your character to Buddhism, you'll achieve infinite lives. Now, I am uncultured and actually don't know anything about this subject, and as a result don't understand the response, and taking 30 seconds to Google things is just so much work, so I'm just not going to comment on it. Let's get to the score. .97% is a pretty good score. Looks like the audience liked it. Dave is safe into round 13. Up next is Site Director Solix Hakare, who submitted, Getting struck by lightning twice unlocks otherwise forbidden electric powers. A response with a solid concept and solid execution if you ask me, but no one actually did ask me, I'm not allowed to vote. I would just like to add though, that to my knowledge, Nerd tried to make both her responses as fast as possible, responding on the first day. How'd this speediness go for her? A good score of 59.38% isn't enough for safety just yet, but things are still looking good. On the other hand, Piggy is safe into the final 5. Plasmic Trojan is up 4th, just like his rank in Season 2. He submitted XP farming. Repeatedly volunteering for internships generates experience for resumes. A pretty funny idea for a response to this prompt. This isn't really a bug per se, but it's still exploitable. I don't think it's enough of a prompt dodge to deserve a punishment. How'd it do? .25%. Not enough for safety just yet, but the only way Trojan would die is if nobody screwed up at all this round, which is pretty unlikely. Nerd is safe. Itiote is up next. His higher scoring response was, entering the Chernobyl area gives you severely increased base stats. Ooh, a fairly dark response. I personally like this one, but nearly all the responses were good this round. This does seem a bit risky though. Did our most frequent art creators still survive? .04%. Above average, but it does put him in danger. Let's see if we can finally dethrone Gizmo's highest dying score record of 46.83% from as far back as round 4. It's Itiote against Izzy, who had an uncharacteristic scrape last time. They submitted, falling asleep on the bus will unlock new, unexplored areas. I'm going to have to say, their lower scoring entry was by far my favorite of the round, so it's a bit sad to see it below their higher scoring response. I guess it just doesn't align with the current meta. I do like the idea of their first response though, but will it stack up against the overall high response quality this round? Either TWOW or Izzy will go home in 6th place. Who will it be? And a score of 53.82% makes Izzy the second person in a row to scrape 2 times in a row, which means that unfortunately, TWOW must leave us right before the final 5. Farewell, TWOW. Your journey through this season was unlike any other. I said last round that you basically either scraped or won, and looking at your relative ranks really shows this. You prized 4 times, which were all dominant wins. You even got both your responses above 2nd place in round 7. Your last win was 3 rounds ago, and even still, the most wins anyone else has so far is 2. But when you weren't winning, you were barely avoiding death, getting your relative rank standard deviation all the way up to 37%. You submitted some of the best responses I've seen this season, and in a crowd this well known and skilled, that's no easy task. Your performances were impeccable, and it's a shame your wild run had to crash in round 12. You will forever be remembered for your responses, your participation, and your beautiful art. Goodbye and well done, TWOW. Here's the full round 12 leaderboard. The most controversial response was Izzy's B response, and the least controversial response was Piggy's lowest scoring entry. Here are the ranks over time this round. And here are the scores over time. I made the y-axis scale a little bit tighter this time because I don't really think the first votes matter, but the sheet version has all the scores regardless. Let's look at relative ranks. After getting 3rd for the 4th round in a row, Nerd keeps frontrunner, while Dave looks hot on her tail after his most recent win puts him just 34% short of the frontrunner role. Nerd holds on to Consistency Master as well. With TWOW dead, Izzy takes Wildest Survivor after 2 uncharacteristic scrapes, and Plasmic Trojan keeps Efficiency Champion by a decent amount. Here was last round's Matrix. At an average prediction chance of 18.83%, the placements were fairly predictable. Here's next round's chance matrix. Mini Panga Dave has the highest chance of winning, though Site Director Solux Hakure's death chance is far lower. Plasmic Trojan, on the other hand, has both the highest death chance and the lowest win chance. To the 5 contestants who are left, your 13th prompt of All-Stars is: you've been caught in the greatest food fight of the century. What's your strategy to win? You have 3 days to respond to this prompt, or until December 5th, 2019 at 01 o'clock UTC. Remember, no extensions will be granted. Use your 3 days wisely. Dave gets to send 3 responses as he won this round, and everyone else gets 2 each, for a total of 11 responses. Since the total number of responses is equal to or less than 12 for the first time, the leaderboard will be entirely visible in one screenshot, which is pretty cool. At the end of 13B, the winning contestant will receive an extra response prize for the round after that, while the contestant who gets last will be eliminated in 5th place. Congrats to everyone for making it this far. We've only got a few rounds to go. I wish you all the best of luck.